us. Nice having you with us today. Let's start with a brief about your participation at Intersect this year.
Intersec is a very popular and a mainstream exhibition for mainly security. So Toshiba has a surveillance storage category, which is a very important category for us. And participating in Intersec is very important as we get customers across the region, mainly from a lot of customers from Africa. The channel partners from Africa and surrounding GCC countries visit Intersec, and it's a chance to interact with them, get to know their requirements, and develop partnership during this 3-day event.
How is the storage solutions evolving in this market, especially for security and surveillance?
There's been a tremendous demand for storage, especially from this year, August this year. One is the demand for data, which is now data has become a currency, and with this AI revolution which is happening, there is a massive requirement for data storage, and it's no more a secondary part of an IT requirement. It's a mainstream where businesses are now requiring storage to train their AI models to have the storage and store all their data for better decision making. And now when it's coming to surveillance, we recently launched the S300 AI, which is another innovation from Toshiba for the surveillance category. So that is really increasing the demand for storage, and now businesses, or the requirement as per the compliance here, is to have the storage of a lot of surveillance cameras minimum 6 months and high definitions. So the capacity is increasing, and we have capacities now on the surveillance on the higher side. There's not much demand on the lower side, but on the higher side from 16 to 18 to 24, there's a big demand for this. And Toshiba has launched higher capacity hard drives, the 30 terabytes hard drives, and we have a big roadmap which goes as high as 40 terabytes because of the need of storage.
Okay. How does TOSH NXT support its partners and integrators across Middle East, both in terms of tech and business?
Yeah, TOSH NXT is a commercial partner for Toshiba Electronic Europe. So our job is to manage about 14 to 16 distributors across the region. We manage about 40 countries from the Dubai office here, and each market is very unique. So we don't have a centralized policy because we bring local strategy into each market, and that speaks our success in most of the market. Like in Saudi Arabia, we have 55% market share in surveillance. In GCC countries, we have another 30%. South Africa, another 30% market share. That is because we have a localized strategy on this. We have great initiatives like Go Africa initiatives. We have the Channel Connect program where we connect with the channel and customers to know more about their requirements, and periodic training onto that. One of the biggest initiatives which we are rolling out in many more countries is BYODC, Build Your Own Data Center, with the demand for AI, which is now catching up, and the need to have on-premises data center or cloud data center. We are now teaching enterprises or businesses, even small and medium businesses, to have their own data centers. So we interact with the system integrators who help these businesses to build the data center at much lower cost. There's about a 30% saving if they build the data center, and the scalability is very high. You can have a few terabytes today and scale it up to petabytes or exabyte as per your future requirements. So that's a great initiative where we work with the system integrators, help the businesses to build the data center, which is a must-have in today's situation, because if you're not there protecting your data and capitalizing on your data with this AI revolution, you might not be in business. So that's one of the great initiatives which we're rolling out everywhere.
How does TOSH NXT help its customers balance performance, reliability and cost?
So we have a complete range of storage category, hard drive categories. So 10 years back, there were about 20 vendors in the hard drive category. Today, there's only 3 vendors, and Toshiba is one of the top vendor in the hard drive category. So we have a complete 360 of storage requirement. We have the external hard drives for your personal backup, which you can back up your PCs on a day-to-day basis. And then we have specialized hard drives, that is for surveillance. We have the S300. Previously, people were using the PC hard drives in surveillance. That's not recommended because it can't withstand the 24/7 operation and the excessive humidity and heat which is required in outdoor where you keep these kind of gadgets. So S300 is for surveillance. Then we have the NAS drive, the N300. That's for the NAS, for the medium and small and medium businesses to have the networked storage. And then we have the MG series, which is for the high-end enterprises, which is there to have your cloud storage and on-premises data center storage. So we have a complete solution, and depending on the customer requirements, our channel partners and the system integrator advise the customers to go as per the requirements.
What sort of outlook do you have for this year, for this market?
The outlook is the business has grown more than 50 to 60%, and we expect an year-on-year increase on the demand for storage, thanks to the AI revolution which is happening there, and the requirement in the surveillance also, where they need to have high definition storage, bigger capacities. So Toshiba is launching bigger capacities. So the demand is going to be very high. About 50 to 60% year-on-year growth is what we expect for this calendar year in 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Santosh, for speaking to
Thank
us.
you.
Nice
Thank you very
having you with
much.
us today.